and welcome to Melbourne Cup Week on 10. The best week of racing is about to begin, and so is the party because crowds are back on course. 5,000 people today. It is so good to see the people back here. We've got the best horses, the best trainers, the best jockeys, the best atmosphere, all the fun, all the fashion right on 10 throughout this week. The race that stops the nation this year is going to help restart it. We can't wait to get stuck into it.
Oh, it's absolutely brilliant to be here. There's nowhere else you'd rather be than Flemington on Melbourne Cup Week. As you say, Michael, this is the week when the best of the best come out to play, and we'll have it all covered on Network 10. Penfold's Victoria Derby Day kicks us off with 4 Group 1 races. This is the day for the racing purists. Then that day that dreams are made, Lexus Melbourne Cup Day. And the fillies take centre stage on Kennedy Oaks Day. And we round it out with Paramount Plus McKinnon Stakes Day.
37 races, more than $27 million in prize money, 8 Group 1s, and the first isn't far away. Let's get it started. Welcome to Penfold's Victoria Derby Day.
These beautiful river flats have been raced on since Melbourne was a child. A city that was once gripped by a fever, where people dug and panned and sifted. Today, what nuggets will be found in the Penfolds Victoria Derby?
Johnny Get Angry, the fairy tale story of AFL Premiership winning coach Dennis Pager, the first horse after taking out his trainer's licence.
Last year they belonged to Dennis, the ultimate Johnny come lately.
Johnny Get Angry is pulling clear, hit the shot late, but Johnny Get Angry for an outstanding sporting double for Dennis Pagan.
A former footy coach who found a fitting mate.
How does it compare to an AFL Grand Final? Oh, this is 10 times better at the minute, I can tell you.
That's the lure of this time of year. Dreams come true. Starting today, the gateway to legends. This is a week-long celebration, not only of racing and sport, but our way of life. And as we celebrate, this turf awakes to thunder. Days so special, they come just once a year. There's time-honoured classics for 3-year-olds, fillies and fashions both making statements, and champions announcing this is their time.
A powerful display. Oh, what a spectacular win.
And the field is set.
And of course, there's another day too, when this city and its cup stand side by side.
Stand by for a start.
And sweep us through the generations.
And they're racing in the Melbourne Cup.
Apparently, a nation stops, but really, it gets us going.
It's a fight over the Melbourne Cup.
Kicking up our heels as those we've come to watch show turns of feet.
A nation roars for a hero.
Kind eyes, quick ears, and gleaming coats in full flight. And all the way we cheer, right to the very end.
What a win in a cup we'll never forget.
It all begins today. This is the week for gold and dreams.
Give them a cheer, Australia.
The brightest racing colours we've ever known.
Wherever you're viewing or listening.
How good does Melbourne and Australia's most iconic racecourse, Flemington? As the state comes out of lockdown, it is restarting today, and it is the beginning of the most iconic week of racing anywhere in Australia and arguably the world. And how good is it to see crowds back on course? 5,000 will be at fabulous Flemington today on Penfold's Victoria Derby Day. And then we'll have 10,000 on Cup Day, Oaks Day and Final Day. That man will be here all 4 days as well. Damien Oliver, No person has ridden more winners over the Melbourne Cup Carnival than Damien Oliver with 79. He's also had 123 Group 1 wins, and that is the trophy we are all hoping to win today. The contestants in the Penfolds Victoria Derby, the 168th running, the $2 million event, is the feature of 4 Group 1s. It is so good to have your company. Hope you can stick with us throughout the week. We have a Group 1 stellar cast that will be bringing you all the action as well, headlined by the lady who stopped the nation and captured the hearts of the world when she won the Melbourne Cup of Prince of Penzance. Michelle Payne, so good to have you as part of our coverage this week.
Thanks, Michael. It's so good to be out here. Walking in, you just get that feeling of excitement, and so good to see the crowds back.
I bet the memories are flooding back for you with that wonderful day. And the crowds, how much of a difference does it make for the jockeys and the participants to have crowds back?
It just adds that atmosphere. Obviously, last year it was just bare grandstands, bare lawns. It was heartbreaking to see. So to see a small crowd back, it's better than nothing, but it's just going to be a great day.
Absolutely. You know what else we need and what makes the heart feel good? Winners. And that is what David Gately will provide for us all week. Gator, welcome to Derby Day.
Thank you, mate. It's a nice challenge, though, isn't it? The depth of racing here on Derby Day. It's the best, one of the best meetings I've seen, for, in my long time in racing. Where to start with the 4 Group 1s? The Empire Rose, the depth there, the Coolmore is electric, the sprinters, but the Derby, there's a bit of class in the Derby this year.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. This is the best day of racing for racing purists. Every race is a group race on the card, and the 4 Group 1s are the features. The Tab Empire Rose, the Penfolds Victoria Derby, the Coolmore Stud Stakes, and the Kennedy Cantala. We've also got the leader to the Oaks with the Wakeful, and the Lexus Hotham Stakes, race number 2. A win and you're in for our greatest race, the Lexus Melbourne Cup on Tuesday. Not too far away from the first race today. And another Group 1 member of our Network 10 cast is a man who has ridden a Group 1 on this day, winning the Coolmore Stud Stakes in 2010 on Star Witness. He's got another steed with him today, James Winks and Salmon. You've even colour coordinated, Winksy. Great to have you as part of the coverage.
Thank you, Michael, and afternoon to everybody. Well, firstly, the umbrellas are up, and the best part about it, we've actually got people underneath them. It's fantastic to see everybody here and enjoying a great day of racing. Now, look, on the track report, I spoke to Liam O'Keefe earlier this morning. He's of the firm opinion the track will race on a good 4 for the majority of the day, a slight chance of an upgrade later on. As for the straight racing, he believes it will race pretty even, but due to the big fields, there's a big possibility that they will split. We obviously have one small field, and he believes they'll come up the middle of the track. So looking up at the weather clouds, not too bad, but great to be here and can't wait to get started and rip in.
Looking forward to your insights throughout the week, before and after when you speak to the winning jockeys. Winksy, Michelle, can you believe James actually hasn't been on a horse since final day last year? How do you think he'll be feeling at the end of the day?
Well, I think he's got a fair bit of muscle memory in those legs, but I think he'll be feeling them by the end of the day, and especially the end of the week.
Look forward to those progress reports as well.